It's like asking about your favorite movie, right, or favorite album. I've discovered the work of an author that I really like, and then I'll go kind of devour everything that author's written. So what the works of Clive Barker, because I was really into horror, and he was this fresh, new kind of extreme face. In my 20s, I think I discovered Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien, and then in recent years, the book that really impacted or touched me the most was The Road by Cormac McCarthy, and since then I've read everything.
I don't have a specific favorite book. I would have to say that my favorite genre is either horror, suspense, or mystery, and my favorite author is probably Stephen King, and one of my favorite novels by him is the novel 11/22/63.
My favorite book would have to be Neuromancer by William Gibson, because it really introduced me to what I want to actually do with my life, which is to create neuroprosthetics.
Skylander Trap Team and Swap Force, and the hardest book that I can find.
This is a timely question, because my daughter has sort of something's clicked. I mean, we've always read to her, and there was a sense of she wants to have a book, but I haven't seen it this intense. It's this fall. I mean, she goes to bed with a book. I'll wake her up in the morning and she's got the book sitting there next to her. If we go in the car, she has the book. If we go out to eat, she has a book. So it made me think about just the importance of reading, and why was it important for me. And one, I think when I was a child, it was that opportunity to escape into other places. As a writer, I just love reading to see what other writers do with language. But again, thinking of my daughter, there's the part that I like most about the fact that she's reading, and this made me think, this is kind of why I like it too, is that it affords a stillness. Have to kind of carve out that time for ourselves, because our lives are so interconnected and busy and fast-paced, and I love that when you make the choice to open a book up, sit down and read it, that you're choosing to kind of still the world.
Reading is important to me because through reading I have established a very strong language base. I think books are a very creative way for students to grasp whatever they want to achieve in life, and it's very inspirational, and that's what I've discovered.
Reading is important to me because it's allowed me to expand my education. So what you're taught at school is how to think, and how to think with what society wants you to. Whereas when you're reading, you're exposed to more ideas than you've ever been exposed to.
Because you can get smarter, too, because if your mom and your dad and your sister or your brother or your cat or your dog doesn't know what a word is, then you could do it for them. Especially dogs and cats don't.
It's really kind of given direction to my life. The first thing I ever wanted to be was a writer. So I would read a lot and then try to write my own stories, just fill up notebook after notebook. I started thinking about what I wanted to do for a career. It was originally a biology teacher, because I had a really cool biology teacher sophomore year, and I liked biology, but then by the time I got to my senior year, it was sort of like, duh, what have you always enjoyed? I'm good at writing and reading, and so that got me thinking about being a teacher, being an English teacher. Everything that I've sort of wanted to do or achieved in my life has had something to do with the written word, and that all goes back to just being sort of taken by stories at a young age.
Reading has influenced my life because I discovered that the path that I want to go down is journalism, and I believe words are a very strong way to express how you feel. I'm excited to become a journalist in my future.
reading has changed my life in that way because it's really allowed me to mold myself into who I want to be and go away from what other people want me to be into.
Reading books, it's a way to recognize that, you know, your experiences are one set of experiences amidst a myriad of experiences. You recognize that in literature, other characters, other people have felt the same kinds of things you've felt, and you start to realize that, you know, the things that happen to you aren't just unique to you, right? They're a part of this collective human experience, and I think there's something really powerful when you realize that, and you know that, and that's, I think, the most important part of it is that reading can help encourage that empathy. You could probably say this at any moment in history, but because we're living right now, and I'm feeling it right now with kind of the things that are going on in the country and the world, that we need that obviously more than ever. So.
The reason I believe that books should be donated to the youth in our community is because I believe a lot of our resources are lacking in schools, and because of the budget cuts, I believe students should be able to read not only for fun but also to learn. And
People should donate because the books that you've read that have really impacted your own life can probably affect everybody else's in just about the same way. When you're able to pass that on to other people, then you get to see them grow as people just in about the same way as you have.